Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm actually just gonna pop my watch off. We're gonna go through, well, okay, so this is actually part one, I will say, of my eyeshadow declutter, and I'm saying eyeshadow just in general because this will include eyeshadow singles, also any like eyeliners, mascaras, all eye products, and then we'll jump into palettes. I don't know if we'll get into palettes today. We might, but we're going to start off with this drawer because this drawer literally gives me so much anxiety. Sorry, it's kind of blurry right now, but just so you can see, there's just a bunch of different stuff all up in here, and I just really need to go through this. So I've also been kind of neglecting it, ignoring it, all of those things. So I have kind of an empty basket, kind of giant, I can't fit it in the frame. It's right beside me on the ground. Anything that I'm decluttering or tossing, I will throw into there and then kind of reorganize things back in here because this drawer is a little bit of a mess right now. Let's be real. Okay, so I feel like this one's kind of hard for me. This is Face Sprinkles. The brand, I think, is the brand called Face Sprinkles. I can't remember what the brand is called right now that I bought this from. Basically, it's a glitter palette. It's got, what is that, 4x4, so 16 different glitters. I think I will keep this for when I want to do editorial fun looks or just add a little bit of a sparkle. You can put these on your face, on your eyes, on your lips, I think. They're really cool. They're all different kind of effects. There's like stars and hearts and just different types of glitter chunks in there, which I think are really, really pretty. So I will hold on to this. I don't think anything's dried out in here yet. I really do love the case. So even I think, even when this is kind of done with, I think that I will keep this case for like other things. I mean, this is just a sticker on here, so if I wanted to, I guess I could store jewelry in here for travel or something. So I will definitely keep this container because it feels like it would be something a little bit pricey. So I'm going to hold on to this. Do I just pop it back in here? Maybe I'll put it on the ground for now. Another thing, I think a lot of the artsy stuff I might keep. So this, there's elf tape on here probably from one of my many eyeshadow looks that I've done. I'll toss that somewhere. This is a Suva Beauty cake liner palette. Is that what they call them? It's the UV Brights. Oh, they call them the Hydra FX. So this is like the UV Brights version. So I think these under UV lights will glow. Kind of, as you can see, I have used them. They are obviously water activated, so they're not something that would last really long if you were looking to wear them and it's like, say, raining outside or you're gonna get wet in some way. But they're really fun to use for just like fun editorial looks and things, or if you just wanted to wear them, I don't know, for whatever reason, or, you know, face paint or whatever. I think it would be cool to do with this. So I think I am gonna hold on to this. Just because it's not like this would go bad. And does it have a shelf life? It does, of 24 months. I mean, I've only had this maybe a year, but because they're water activated, I can't see them really going bad. Like, they're already dry as it is. It needs water for it to actually work. So I will hold on to that. I think any of those kind of glittery artsy things will probably be held onto. So on that same note, I have 3 of these like Danessa Myricks Chrome Flakes, I think is what they were called. It doesn't say it on here. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. So I have this shade, which is Strobe Light. This is like a really pretty kind of like, I want to show you, but I don't want to make a mess. Okay, so there it is. My autofocus was not working properly. So this one's kind of like a clear with like a blue kind of reflect to it, a little bit of pink in there. It's really, really beautiful on, and I think these are just tricky to play with, but they haven't dried out yet or anything, so I will definitely hold on to that. So that was Strobe Light. Okay, the next one that I have is this really beautiful one. Like, look at all the color shifts in here. So this one is in Shooting Star, and oh my god, it's closed so tight it probably like shut it so that it wouldn't dry up. Looks like it's kind of starting to separate in there. I don't know if this one's kind of drying out, but I'm going to try to obviously still play with it. It's really, really pretty. Just so many different colors reflecting in there. Do you see that? It's like liquidy in the lid. So I don't know what's happening there, but These are stored in pretty like decent temperature, so I don't think that's the issue, but just like look at all those colors in there. How beautiful is that? I would keep this bottle just to stare at it like this. I feel like Danessa really has some cool, innovative products. So that one's staying. And then we have the last one, which is the shade Monarch. I think this was like in a spring release. So this one's got kind of green, pink, yellow, coral, peachy tones to it. Super, super pretty. And then if you look at that, oh my goodness. Like, I could just like stare at these all day. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh. Love those. So definitely keeping this one as well. Okay, I'm trying to think like where do we go from here? I have some of this. This is the Mayron mixing medium. It's kind of just like, I don't know, like an alcohol base or something. You know, this is quite old and there's like a lot of gold glitter stuff going on in there. I don't know if you can tell. You can see it there. There's like gold glitter floating around in there. I think I'm actually going to get rid of this one. I'm going to toss that in the trash and I will look at getting a new mixing medium should I ever need one. Not that I ever reached for it or used it. So there is that. I then have one of these Auric, what are these called? Smoke Reflex. I absolutely love this packaging. I think it's just absolutely beautiful, heavyweight, and you know, all the things. So this is in the shade Defiance, and this is what the topper shade of this one looks like. Super, super shiny in the pan, but I feel like when you swatch it, I mean, here it looks really pretty. Maybe I'm just like not applying this correctly. I need to really figure this topper out, but I do really like the cream. I don't know if that's broken or what. It's kind of loose on there, but I do really love the cream. I still have this in here, but I think I might, I don't know, remove it because it's really tedious. But like you can see, this has gotten a lot of use. It's just a beautiful kind of bronzy color. I definitely will keep that because I do use it here and there for a quick one and done type of look. But yeah, it's really pretty. I don't know how I feel about this topper because if you see, like, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty, but it doesn't do a lot. But like the sparkle is really gorgeous. Can't deny that. Okay, and then I have an eyeshadow primer. This is from Juvia's Place. You know, I'm not really a huge fan of this primer. I think that I'm probably going to declutter and see if anybody else I know wants it. Juvia's Place is just not a brand I guess I'm that interested in anymore. But yeah, this primer is just okay. I think I like my MAC paint pot a little bit more. Okay, so here's something a little bit newer. This is from Bodyography. This is one of their glitter pigments. The shade that I have is Caviar. The reason this is still in the box is because I meant to film with it. Usually I keep the boxes to remind myself like, hey, I need to use this, but obviously like that hasn't happened. So Caviar is the shade. And this one's also kind of in one of those pots, comes with like this little presser lid thing. And this one is gorgeous. It's like absolutely stunning. Look at that. For like a smoky eye, like it's just so gorgeous. Definitely, ooh, that's the wrong way. We don't want that. Definitely want to keep this because one, it's new. I haven't really used it yet. I think I actually might take it to Montreal with me because that would be really pretty for like a date night. Look, how gorgeous is that? So stunning. Definitely keeping. I'll keep the box to the side for now. I feel like I'm not really doing a good job with this drawer when it comes to decluttering. But the thing is, like, a lot of these things are very like, you know, like either one and dones or, you know, you use them for like occasions. This is from Becca. It's quite old. It is their primer and topper liquid shadow. So this side's kind of like a matte, and then this side's a super glittery topper shade. I've used this a couple times and it creates a really beautiful look, but I feel like I just don't love warm tones like this on me as much anymore. So I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this and see if there's anyone else that wants to try this out. It's really pretty. It creates such a beautiful look. Okay, and then I have one of these from I think it was the Chromazone collection from She Glam, and it's in the shade Aqua Nova. And it's one of those like liquid multi-chrome shadows. So this one's kind of like a purpley, greeny blue. You can kind of see the flip there. It's super pretty. I don't know how much I'm going to use this one. Whereas like I have the Chromium liquid eyeshadow from Natasha Denona in Scarab. And I wonder if this can give me like a similar enough effect. I mean, it's totally different color. Let's be real. See, the flips are completely different. And I love purple, but you know, I just don't know how much I'd use that. I also want to see what this Twin Flames from Danessa Myricks in the shade Obsession looks like. Let's watch next to those. Yeah, that's even more different. I mean, that's probably the most similar to like Scarab, but it's like more opaque. Oh, do I keep that She Glam one? That's kind of hard because it's like sheer and it's pretty, but how much am I actually going to use that? Whereas like Scarab I love. I can see myself probably using something like this one too. Okay, I think the She Glam one I'm going to get rid of. And also, it looks like it does have an expiry date there, so maybe I can give it to someone else that can get some love out of this before it expires. Scarab I will keep. And then just for fun, I will show you what this one looks like as well. Sorry, that was out of frame. This one is in the shade Forever, also one of the Danessa Myricks Twin Flames. And this one's kind of like orange and then yellow and green. So pretty. They're so, so pretty, like all of them for their own, you know, reasons. I find Scarab is the most wearable out of them all. This one, like I'm not sure about the color on this for me because that orange to the yellow. I think that I'm going to get rid of this one actually. I will keep this one that's so similar to Scarab but a little bit different because I feel like that's probably the one I would wear if I were to wear one. So keeping those two that are so similar, I'm getting rid of those two. Oh, but that Aqua Nova is so pretty. Yeah, it's okay. I have multi-chromes in powder form, and I'm sure I can use them for whatever I need to do. I have this mascara. This is new. I haven't opened this. This is the Dior Show Iconic Over Curl. I had bought the Dior No Powder or Powder No Powder on Poshmark, and this also came with it. So I figured I could try it out. It would be nice to try a different Dior mascara than the Dior Show Blackout Waterproof that I love so much, but I am going to hold on to this and not open it yet. So that will go into the back of my drawer with my other mascaras that are kind of like in the waiting game. I have another like liquid shadow. This is from One Size Beauty and it's in the shade Continental. Continental, yeah. I don't know how this is gonna look. To be honest, I don't even remember if I've ever used this. Oh, that's such a pretty shade. Look at that. That's really pretty, but will I actually get use out of this is the question, you know? And I have one from Lisa Eldridge in the shade Daphne, which is also a green. So it's like, do I need to keep this and keep that? Let's see, where is... Here's the Lisa one. Haven't even opened it yet. Let's see. I'm going to swatch this. So this is what Daphne looks like from Lisa Eldridge. So let's see how that looks. It's obviously a lot lighter of a shade. It's my first time swatching this. Dang, that's like, the Lisa is really pretty, but it's not like as sparkly. But I guess I could always add some kind of sparkle topper, you know. Okay, obviously I'm going to hold on to the Lisa because it's super new and I haven't really had time to get to know it or play with it. So Lisa is staying for sure. I think One Size Beauty, I might let it go because honestly, like how many liquid eyeshadows do I need? Like it hurts because I think the color is so, so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Look at that. And the sparkle embedded in it. But I really don't need to hold on to another one. Yeah, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to be a good girl. Okay, also another liquid shadow. This is a matte. This is from e.l.f. I've used this quite a bit, but it doesn't look like I've used it at all. It's just like a matte mauve shade. It's pretty, but I think that I might get rid of it at this point because I don't really see myself using a lot of matte liquids. So I think that that one will go. It is pretty though, and the formula is really nice. I have this clear brow gel from ABH. Funny enough, I feel like I would have, maybe I did declutter this and then I pulled it back for whatever reason. I'm going to declutter it once again because I found better stuff that I prefer over this and I just don't reach for this anymore. So I'm going to toss that in my declutter pile. Urban Decay, what is this? Primer Potion. My God, I can't remember the name of it. I'm like staring at it too and I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to hold on to this. This is probably like close to done. It's just the mini size. I've used it quite a bit. I've had it for a while now, but I will use this up. So going to hold on to that. Here's a brow product I've been loving lately. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. I only started using it like a few days ago and this is honestly amazing. It holds my brows so beautifully. So I'm definitely going to keep. Here is my MAC paint pot. This is in the shade Soft Ochre. I used to have Painterly way back when, and I used up a whole pot of it because it was that amazing. And I used to have other shades. I think I had like Groundwork and I had Bare Study, which was like a more shimmery one. This is just a kind of creamy concealer color. I've only had this for like a little while. You can see it's already got so much usage in it. Definitely need to clean that out. It's got some fuzzies from my brushes and stuff, but I definitely will be holding on to this because this is my favorite thing to use for eyeshadow primer. It just works so beautifully and I highly recommend trying this out if you haven't. I have some cream shadows from Charlotte Tilbury. These are both going nowhere. So this is in the shade Pillow Talk. It's just, you know, the basic generic Pillow Talk. Love this shadow. We'll definitely be keeping both of these. And then I have Oyster Pearl, which I think may have also been known as Marie Antoinette. I don't know what it's called right now. I don't know if it's called Marie Antoinette or if it's called Oyster Pearl, but it's this beautiful kind of taupey shade. I love this color. It's so pretty. It stays on beautifully. I always put them over my paint pots, but do definitely love this formula. Okay, and then I have my Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Also really like this. As you can see, it's kind of messy in there, but I definitely will be keeping this to fill in my brows because I think it's a really beautiful product. Stuff I've forgotten that I even had. This is the Ilia mascara. I can't remember what it's called, and it's very tiny on here. It's the one that has that really big brush, and then it had those claims that it was going to make your lashes really big. Well, oh, it's the Fullest Volumizing Mascara. That's what it's called. This just doesn't work for me, and it's quite old now, and I found better mascaras that I reach for, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I also have the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I used to love this until I found the NYX one, and then I just found other things, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. It's quite old now. I think I bought this back in 2020, so I can get rid of that. Here's my favorite mascara. This is the Dior Show Blackout Waterproof. Oh my God, it's so good. I love the brush on it. It's just such a beautiful formula, and it holds my curl so beautifully, so definitely keeping this. It's still pretty new. I'm probably also the odd one out. I don't toss my mascara every like 3 or 6 months. Honestly, I use it till it's dried out because my mascara only touches my eyes and I don't apply my makeup to my eyes if they're like dirty or whatever, you know. So like my makeup is generally kept clean because it's just me using it. And I don't really share a lot of my stuff except like my eyeshadow or powder products. And so until it's dried out, I just use it. And I've never had an infection. I've never had issues. And so, you know, if that's a concern for you, I understand why you throw them out. But for me, it works perfectly fine because I keep everything pretty sanitary. So just a disclaimer, that's why if you've seen a mascara here before, it's probably still here. speaking of which, my Lash Princess waterproof from Essence. This one I'm gonna actually toss out because I have a few backups of it, and I think it's time this one can go. It's not really dried out per se, but it's getting there, and I've had this one open like probably way longer anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss this one because I've got a few stashed in the back over there, so we'll crack open a new one if I do want one out. This is just the box for the pillow talk, so I'll put that aside. I have the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Glow Harder Glitter and Shimmer Primer. This is kind of like a tacky glitter base. I've got a few different ones of these. I've got that one. I've got the one from Glam Shop. Is that what the brand is? Yeah, Glam Shop, the Polish brand. And then I also have the NYX glitter glues. I've literally got 3. But I like them all. So I think that I'm going to keep all of them because none of them are gone bad or anything yet. And I think I'll get uses out of them no matter what. So, I mean, you can see there's a lot of usage in this one already because I reach for it a lot. But I think that I'll keep all of them. I like these two because they have the doe foot, which is really nice. But this one's also a great formula and you can apply it right to your brush. So I'm going to keep all of them unless like I check and they've gone bad or something. Then I'll toss them, but otherwise they're staying. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. I kept this thinking I was going to try to use it more, but honestly, just never reached for it. It's not one of my favorites. I find it just really drying, but I also just don't like how light it is on my lids. Like I prefer something like the soft ochre tone. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I also have this one from Smashbox. This is a classic. Everyone knows about this one. I like this one for more like kind of smooth layer. It's similar, I guess, to the feel of the Urban Decay for me, but I've used up a lot of it and you know, there's not much left. So I will keep this. I will use it up and then that's it with that one. I have another mascara here. This is the Bobbi Brown No Smudge Waterproof Mascara in the shade Black. And this one's also still really good. So I'm going to hold on to this because I didn't open this that long ago. And I do use it here and there. So this one's great to just throw into my purse or whatever if I need touch-ups. So we'll keep that one. There's just a lot in here. This is a Star Wars and ColourPop Jelly Much shadow in the shade Astromech. Now, I bought this before like all the ColourPop drama went down, you know. I haven't used this and I've swatched it, but I haven't used it. And I think a mere reason is just because of what had happened, but I think it's beautiful. I'm going to keep this one. I know I'm not keeping a lot of ColourPop, but I will keep some things, and this will be one of those things that I keep because I feel like I would use it. So I'm going to keep that one. I have a single pot eyeshadow from Phytosurgeon. Sorry, I forgot the brand name. This is in the shade Sunstress. I don't get the hype of this brand. Also, this is just like such a dry formula. Like it's creamy, but it's like dry. And did that just crack or was that cracked when I opened it? I'll have to look back at the footage. Do you see it? No, I think it just cracked. I don't know. But I don't know. There's just nothing in my mind that's like special about this. Like there's nothing special about that to me. I much prefer the Charlotte Tilbury formula or, you know, those kind of creamy moussey ones rather than like a solid chunk like this. So this is going to go. I'm probably going to trash it. I might clean out the container and keep the container to do like travel stuff with. Like if I want to put like samples of products and things in there, then I can. So I will keep the container. I also have a Tarte shadow. This is one of their chrome paint pots in the shade Park Avenue Princess, which is like a super bronzy shade. See like what I mean? Like this is also that kind of solidified creamy, but look at that. Look at that. Next to, look at those two. You can't tell me that Sunstress shade above is prettier than this. Like this is absolutely gorgeous, you know? And yeah, there's just nothing special about that shade from Phytosurgeons. I really just don't understand the hype of that brand. Like I just don't get it. And maybe it's just me, but yeah, once you like rub that in, it's just beautiful. Like it's such a foiled shade. You can get super metallic finish and you can get super sheer finish. So I don't know. It's just an odd little thing to me that the brand gets so much hype, but I don't find that the products perform personally. Like I just don't see it. I guess let's keep going with single shadows, but before that, I'll just do this really quick. This is the Rephy Brow Sculpt and Hold Gel. This is a brand new one. Haven't even cracked this open yet, so I'm going to save this because I do have an open one somewhere that's almost done. I'm still trying to use it up, but I've been reaching for the brow freeze more, so I will keep this as a backup. I'm sure I'll use it because I do love it, but I think I like the brow freeze a little bit more because this has kind of a white finish to it, whereas the brow freeze is totally clear. And they both do pretty much the same thing. So yeah, and I think I got the brow freeze way cheaper because it was like half off. So yeah, I do like this, but I prefer the brow freeze over it. So I'll keep it for now. Continuing on, I have this mascara. This is the Pat McGrath Dark Star. I got it in like one of those little mini kits or something. It came with like a liner too. This is actually recently opened. I haven't even tried this yet, but I want to give it a shot because I know some of my friends absolutely love this mascara. I know it's not waterproof, so it may not work for me, but I am going to keep it and try it anyways. Maybe I could try it like over one of my waterproof ones. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to throw the box away for that ColourPop shadow. Okay, so here I have this MAC shadow. This is in the shade Rice Paper. This is actually a gift from a friend. Funny enough, this was a shadow that I used up like years ago and I used to love it. And now I don't understand why, because if you look at it, it's so, I don't know, it's just so lackluster. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I might see if maybe like my mom or someone wants this, just because like I just don't reach for it. I think I've used it maybe once or twice since I got it. Unfortunately, like I hate having to declutter gifts and sometimes I feel really bad about it. But I mean, if I'm not reaching for it and it's being wasted away in my collection, someone may as well be able to love on it more than me. So I am going to go ahead and pass this on. Though I will say back in the early 2010s, this is where it was at. I don't know why. I don't know why, but that was where it was at. I just, you know, there's just nothing about it that I don't have in a palette that I would need to keep it. So yeah, unfortunate, but yeah. This is another ColourPop Super Shock shadow. This is in the shade Fruit Punch. It's like a really pretty kind of neon green shade. Oop, there we go. I'm just not as much of a green lover as like other people. And that's a very like yellowy, oh, but it's pretty. Do I hold on to this? I think I'm going to let it go. Honestly, like it's pretty, but I'm like, do I really need to keep that? Probably not. I think I'll let it go. I'm going to try to be good because these ones are going to be hard for me to let go of. These are the Touch and Soul. They say they have an expiry date and that they expired in 2022. 0418. I just don't think they're expired though, personally. So this is in the shade, Sun Aurora. Oop, I dropped the little lid for it. Hang on. Okay, so Sun Aurora is the first shade. It's one of these like green to pinky types of shifts. It's a really, really pretty formula. And I feel like I never reached for it, but look at that. It's so sparkly. It's so beautiful. I don't even care that it says expired. I am going to keep this. I've worn this one and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It is really pretty. Okay, I think I need to stop swatching things so much, but that's only because it's going to take me forever. So this next one is the same brand. This is in the shade Cream Peach. And so this one's more like similar vibe, but like more neutral-ish. I will swatch these just because these are pretty. But yeah, so that's what this one looks like. And then there's a swatch of it. They're just so like shiny, shimmery, wet feeling, like, well, not wet feeling, but like wet looking. Keeping that. And then the last one I have is Honey Brown, which this is probably like the least needed shade for me because I probably have something like it, but it's so pretty. It's like, I don't know. I'm going to keep it. I'm so bad at this, but I'm going to keep it. They're just so pretty. Okay, I need to go wash my hands. I'll be right back. All right, so those twin flames are going nowhere. I forgot how hard they are to wash off. So yeah. Next we have some Pat McGrath. There's 3 of them. I think I decluttered 1 last time and I kept the other 3. I really don't need these. So this is in silver. It's really beautiful, but honestly, like, what am I going to do with this? I'm just going to go ahead and let it go because I've got, you know, silvers and golds and other palettes. This is the bronze, and I feel like I have tons that are more special than this, so I will let that go. And then I also have this one, which is in copper cream. So I think the one I let go last time was gold because I had her gold a million times over. So those 3 are going to go. Okay, let's go through Color Fix. I don't know if I want to keep these or let them go. The thing is, like, they definitely are kind of like versatile. Oh, it's hard. I think that, like, I just don't see myself reaching for the pink and orange that much. I really don't know why I bought these 2. And they're pretty full. I think I only used them once. Oh, do I let them go? These are mattes, these 2. And I know you can use them for so many things. I just don't know yet. I think I'm going to put them to the side. That's kind of a maybe. This one I will keep for sure in Venus because I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's like kind of duochrome pink and orange. Funny that I just said I don't wear it in that formula, but in this one, because it's shimmery, I just think it's way, way more wearable because you can sheer it out and it's not going to be like a bright. So keep that. And then this neon one, like, I wanted this color so bad, but now I'm like, am I going to use this for anything? Okay, the thing is, I bought a lot of these because I was like, I'm going to do editorial stuff. I'm going to do all these cool reels because I was inspired by so many people. And I'm just like, am I going to be doing that? Like, is that for me? And then these 2, they're really pretty, shimmery blue and purple, but I just don't know. Okay, you guys, I think I'm going to come back to the Color Fix because I can't decide. So I'm just going to leave them in that little cube for now. I have a Victoria Beckham Lid Luster. So this crystal infused eyeshadow. I don't know how much I believe that, but you know, whatever. It's in the shade Starlight. And the compact is just absolutely beautiful. I think this whole vibe, like this glass with this like heavy lid and everything, I love everything about the packaging. And so I think that's probably one of my favorite parts about it. And you get the cool lid again. And this is the shade. I'm not going to swatch it. It's just a very basic kind of bronzy shade. As you can tell, I have a type. I love bronze. Oop, I love bronze shadows. Okay, the lid fell over there. But I'm keeping this. I'm just going to put it aside so it doesn't like fall over. And I'll grab the lid later. I'm going to get rid of the box. I have this from Live Tinted. It's one of their hue sticks. This is in the shade Change. Now you can use these for her eyes, cheeks, or lips, and I kept this one for the eyes because it is that kind of coppery shade. I am going to keep this one. I think this is really nice and handy for, you know, just a quick swipe over the lid. So I do like that. I have this eyeliner. This is from Inglot in the shade 77. This is, I think, probably dried out. Yeah, you see it's like all dried out. I'm wondering if I should get Duraline or something to revive this, or if I should just pick up a new cream liner if I want one. I love gel liners, like gel cream pot liners. I think I'm also going to put this in the maybe pile for now because I want to figure out what I want to do with it. And then this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. It's just a, oh, that's the spoolie side. And then this is the pencil. I don't really use that. Plus, I feel like it's kind of dried out. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. It was just like a sample perk thing. Oh, I have another like brow pencil thing. There's a spoolie on one end, and then the other end is like the brow pencil. This is from Wander. No, it's a Winky Lux. And this is also just dried out. Nothing happens. So that's going to go in the trash as well. I'm just going to move like eyeliners on the side right now. I don't want to go through those. I have a couple eyelash glues. Let's see. This one's still pretty liquidy. Okay, this Kiss one, I'm going to trash it. It's kind of gloopy and I feel like it's dead. This one still looks okay too. The Duo ones, I swear, these ones like last for freaking ever. And then I have this one from Velour, and I think that's dried out. Yeah, the Velour one is dried out, so I'm going to toss that. Can't even like open and close it properly. Kind of annoying. I have two little pigment jars. These are from Pastel Roses, and one's kind of like a glitter shimmer. The other one's got kind of like hearts and things in it. And I've used these. The shades are a Starburst and Metal Heart Tester. I guess that was a tester. This was like a, I don't know, sample or something. They are really pretty. I could keep them. They're pretty tiny. I mean, it's not like they'll take up a lot of space. So maybe I'll just hold on to them and they can be, you know, used for whatever looks, like editorial vibes or whatever. I have a Sigma Brow Powder Duo. I've had this now for years. It's still going strong. I still have a lot left. I think I will still hold on to it just so that I have a brow powder. And then I have this mini little brow gel from Kosas. It came as a free thing. I don't know if this even really, I mean, it works, but it's like not my color. My brows are black. If you guys have seen my other videos, I'm going to see if I know anyone that might want to try that out, and otherwise it's gone. Okay, I think I'm deciding that at least with these color fixes, I'm going to keep them as a part of like the editorial vibes thing. I just talked to a friend and she thinks I should keep them, so I'm going to keep them for one more round. We'll see how much I reach for them by next time, and if I don't, then they're gone, but I will keep them for now because I spent a lot of money on these. They're not expired and they're versatile in what you can do with them. For example, you can wear them on your lips. My friend was just telling me that Danessa mixed this one with a concealer to make a color corrector. So I think that I will hold on to them, see what I can do with them, and maybe learn how to use them more because maybe that's all there is to it, right? So I'm going to hold on to all of those. Oh, and then these two Duo glues, I will hold on to as well, just so I have one in case I lose one. Sometimes when I travel with them, I lose one and then I end up having to buy a new one, and I hate having to buy a new one every time. So yeah. I also have this little case. This is from Victoria Beckham Beauty. Haven't even opened it yet because I ordered a bunch of her liners. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Actually, it's so pretty. I'm going to close that back up because I don't want to get it dirty right now since I have glitter and stuff everywhere, but I'm keeping that obviously. And then I have a bunch of stuff back here. Let's pull forward. Oh wow. I have another mascara here. This is from RMS Beauty. This was given to me by Beautylish as a sample to try out. Obviously, I still haven't tried it out. I'm going to hold on to that because RMS is the brand I'm starting to kind of get into. I bought a bunch of their blushes, which I think are beautiful. But yeah, okay, let's see. Some of these are boxes. That's a box. There's a liner in this one. I think I'm just going to get rid of the boxes now. Will I get rid of the boxes? I mean, okay, here's the deal. I have, in some of these boxes, there are liners. In others, there are not because they're out and about in here. For example, I'm keeping all of these. I love the Victoria Beckham liners, and yeah, these are all staying. Maybe I will keep the boxes so I can do like an ASMR type of thing with them. I have, how many do I have? 7, I think. Yeah, so there's 6 boxes here. I had one from before. There's another one right there. Yeah, so that's 7. I have 7 or 8 of these. I don't know. Okay, there's a lot. Don't judge me. I love the liner formula, but I will say it doesn't last as long as it does on other people on my like actual lid, but in my waterline, they're beautiful. So I do love the colors and I love the formula. I think it's a beautiful Goggle formula, so I will definitely keep those. I also have 2 sharpeners from her, and I'll show you what it looks like just so you can see what one of her sharpeners look like. Oh, I think I opened it from the wrong side, of course. Let's go back. It's just like such a basic sharpener. Now, when you order from her website, you have the option to opt out of this and save yourself $2. If you buy the set that I had bought where you pick 6 colors, you're automatically charged for 1. So just keep that in mind. I do have 2. I have a bunch of sharpeners, but you know what? Maybe I'll give one of these away and the other one I will keep for myself. So this one I've used, I will keep that one, and the other one I will toss in my, what's that called? My declutters. I also have a Charlotte Tilbury one, which I love. I have an Urban Decay one somewhere. Yeah, I have an Urban Decay sharpener, which I love. So definitely keeping both those because I like to have one for basically one for lips and one for eyes because I don't like mixing up my liners, especially when you're sharpening like black or brown and then it kind of mushes up your lip liners. I don't like the colors mixing or whatever, dirtying up my makeup, so I have separate ones for that. I also have this kind of cheaper sharpener from Essence. I don't think I need this one, so I will probably get rid of this one. So yeah. Actually, I kind of want to keep this. I don't know how good it is though, the Victoria Beckham, just because I wouldn't mind having the extra one on hand in case I lose one, because that also has happened to me many times in the past. So these are all eyeliners. We're going to go through those in a sec. I also have like these back here. So I have from Suva Beauty. That's not the color of it. The lid's dirty. I should probably really clean that out. And I should probably clean this out too. This is a white and black cake liner. This is in the shade Doodle. I need to clean this out, but I'm going to keep it because black and white, obviously I can use that if I can use the color ones. This one from Suva Beauty, I have not touched. I got this because it's, the name of it is bakwas. Bakwas in Punjabi means nonsense. I just thought that was so funny that that was the, you know, I think it's also the same word in Hindi and maybe some other languages. Bakwas means nonsense, but yeah, I love it. So I'm going to keep that one because I think it's a fun pop of color to use, and it's metallic, so that's kind of cool. I have some from Melt Cosmetics. I have 3. I have 2 from their kind of butterfly collection. Amore in Mariposa or whatever. This is the shade Cultura. I think that's how you say it. I haven't even used this one yet, but I'm going to keep this because I think the formula is lovely, and you can also use these as eyeshadow bases. This is in the shade Calibri. I don't know if I'm saying any of this right. I'm sorry. This is really pretty. I've used this before. Definitely keeping it. And then the other one I have is a gold, which I don't know if I've used yet. Estrella. I might have used it once. Yeah, I did use it. This is also really pretty. It's just a beautiful gold, and I think you can use it in so many different looks, especially for like Indian weddings and stuff. So much fun stuff you can do with it. I have this from Lethal Cosmetics. It's the shade Threshold. Someone's told me these dry the hell out, so I don't know. I've never used this. I've never opened it. But yeah, it's dried out. Like, oh no, it's not dried out. It's still there. I'll hold on to it. I'll see if I get any use out of it. Sometimes I like doing colored eyeliner, so yeah, we'll see. So I only have 2 of the Lash Princess Waterproof mascaras left. Obviously, I'm going to keep both. These are both unopened. I will probably pop one open, and then the rest will kind of go. I have another brow kind of defining pencil. This is from L'Oreal. It's the Brow Stylish. Oh my god. This is from L'Oreal, and it's the Brow Stylist Definer in Soft Black. And as long as it still works, I will keep this one. Yeah, it's good to have, I think, one pencil on hand that works. And then there's a spoolie on the other hand, which is nice. So I don't have a lot of brow products left, I guess. The Inglot I will hold on to for now until I decide. Actually, you know what? Do I need to? Like, how bad is it? I wonder if I can find a way to revive it. I'm going to hold on to it, and I'm going to try to revive it if I can. And if I can't, then I will toss it, and I'll let you guys know over on Instagram that I've done that in my stories or something. And yeah, all we have left is liners. I'm just going to separate what's a pencil and what's kind of liquid. Let's start with these. These are the Chromazone liners from SheGlam. I love these. Either I have a third one and it's just not here, or I've lost it. So I don't know if that's around somewhere. It will obviously make its way back into my collection, but I'm not getting rid of these. So this one's kind of that green to purple. The shade name on this one is Zenith. I love these for the waterline. They don't budge at all, and the flip is actually very, very noticeable. And then this one is in the shade Vertigo. And I think the other one I have is called Sublime. It's definitely not something I would have decluttered, so it's probably somewhere. This one's like that kind of green to purpley type of flip, or bronzy purple. I am fairly sure it's probably mixed up with my brushes somewhere, so yeah. Do I have a review on those? I don't remember if I did a review. I have a silver. This is just a silver streak from LA Girl, and I like having a silver metallic. Key tip, metallic liners in your waterline are so beautiful, and they really, really make your eyes pop. I have 2 black pencils, maybe 3 if I have one in the Victoria Beckham, I don't remember, but I have the Urban Decay waterline pencil in Legend, and then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal in Bedroom Black. I'm keeping both because I use both interchangeably. You can tell they're quite small compared to what they would have been originally, so I will keep both. This is one of my favorites. It's a Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil. I use this all the time. It's a twist up kind, but also like sharpenable. This is just a dark brown, and the shade is called Ebony. And then I have a nude shade because I haven't been able to find one in a better formula yet. So if you guys know one, let me know. But this is the Rimmel Scandalize in 005 Nude, but it's basically like a peachy liner. And I know Victoria Beckham came out with that like white one to make your eyes kind of brighter and stuff. I personally don't think a white looks as good as a nude, so not my favorite. So I prefer a nude shade. So if you know of a nude peachy liner, let me know so I can replace that one, because it's quite old and I would like a better formula that kind of lasts longer. Oh my god, I hate when there's stickers on stuff. Why is that even on there? Okay, and then I have this one from Milani. This is Metallic Lights in the shade Blu-ray. It's like a super metallic blue, navy blue. Absolutely love this both in the waterline and on the eyelid, so I do like that one. We have some ColourPop and then some LA Girl. So this one's ColourPop from Tinkerbell collection. It's the green one. I don't know what the hell's going on. Do you see? I want to make a just the tip joke so bad right now. I don't know what the hell's going on with this. It's broken, basically. That's what's going on. This one I kept. I'm trying to swatch it. Hang on. Because it was a really pretty green. And you can't tell right now, but there are sparkles, I think, in this one. Well, I mean, I can't keep it anyways because it's broken. I can't use it. Like, it, you know, you shake it, it comes out, but then as soon as you press, it's back in. So that's going to go in the trash. Really pretty color, so that's kind of unfortunate. I have some neon liners. Now I have 2 neon yellows. I don't know if they're the same or different. So one is the ColourPop BFF in the shade Crossed, but it's like missing an O. So that's what that one is. And then the one from it's a Shockwave neon liner from LA Girl. They're 2 pretty different yellows. One is like a neon kind of highlighter yellow, and one is more like a sunny yellow. I think I will keep both of those. I do really like the LA Girl ones. They're really fun for fun looks. This is in the shade Insomniac, and it's a neon pink. I don't really know how often I would use it, but it's nice to have these liners around, because then when you're looking for them, that would be really annoying not having one. This is called Oomps. This is a neon orange. I bought those all at the same time, kind of. They're super pretty though. And then I have 4 more from LA Girl. I have this mint one. This is the shade Fresh. Super creamy, super pretty. Really fun for like when you do colorful looks. And then I have this blue one. This is in the shade Electric. Really pretty. I know I was going to swatch more, but I figure since I'm keeping all these, I can swatch them for you guys. This is in the shade Gotcha. It's a green. This one's probably the least like effective. Like when you put it on in your waterline, it's like the least to show up. And the purple too, kind of. Actually, the purple and the green are kind of skimpy like that. This is in the shade Vivid. We all know I love a purple, so obviously that's staying. So bright, so fun. How fun are those swatches? So fun. Okay, and then I just have 3 liquid liners left. I have a Natasha Denona Mini Macro Blade liquid liner. That's pretty black and pretty sharp. I will keep that for now. I have the Pat McGrath one. I don't know what this one's even called, but it came with that Dark Star mascara. That's also very black. Will keep it. And then this one was the one from Estate Cosmetics that I got in PR. And I don't know, let's just, still seems to work okay. But do I, maybe let's see next to these. I think I'll just like let this one go. Yeah, I think I can let that one go if I have the other 2, the Natasha and the, what's it called? So I'm going to go ahead and trash that because it's a lot older. But yeah. Okay, you guys, I'm adding this in with my phone because my camera's not wanting to cooperate, so hopefully the sound and everything is okay. But basically, this is what the drawer looks like after the fact. So I've kind of just like cleaned this out, and you can see like it's a lot more visible what's in here. I still have a little bit more organizing to do with the eyeliners and things back here, and this little section can use a little bit of work, and obviously these sharpeners I can probably move somewhere else. But this is kind of what it's looking like right now. So that's all I kept out of this drawer. And then for my declutter pile, that's everything that's going. I know it's not a lot, but I think it's a lot more than I anticipated for this drawer. I think my eyeshadow palettes will be a lot more of a heavy declutter. And I think this is actually maybe going to be 3-part video. So this was part 1, doing this top drawer, and then I have a lot of eyeshadow to go through. I'll kind of give you a preview, actually. So I have this whole drawer of eyeshadow, and then we've got like those 2 top sections. This one we're going to ignore because those are single eyeshadows. We'll probably go through that in a separate video. There's eyeshadow in here. There's eyeshadow in here. There. Let's see. I'm going to show you all of them just to give you the preview. Yeah, that's a special drawer. Another special drawer. Broken one, but special. More. And I think this is the last one. Or was this the last one? Yeah. So there's a lot of eyeshadow to be gone through. A lot of makeup to be going through. So yeah, I'm happy with how this drawer kind of turned out. And I'm excited to see what other ones are going to look like upon declutter. Obviously, there's a lot of work to do. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully the format, the lighting, and everything was okay. I'm kind of working with a rough space right now because I can't figure out how to change the light bulbs in this room, which is really annoying. The little like light thing won't open. Both me and my husband tried, so I'm going to try fixing that, and then hopefully I'll have better lighting. I kind of used my ring light this time, angled in a different way, so I don't know, and my camera's being dumb, so that's also really annoying. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this drawer turned out. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, and I'm sorry that, it's so long. Once again, I feel like I just end up talking so much, and I know that the eyeshadow palette one is going to be even longer, so brace yourselves, but it's coming, And I will have other content once my declutter is done, because I just really need to clean out this room. It's just way too much for me to deal with. And I think that's the whole reason I have so much anxiety about filming, is because I never know where to start. So let me know down below if there's anything in particular you want to see. I know I have a lot of like cool products. I can definitely do some content with those on YouTube and stuff. I don't really know what it is you'd want to see. Like, do you want to just see swatches, or do you want to see, I don't know, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm hoping that maybe between this video and the next declutter video that I can have one where I'm actually like on camera, but we'll see. We'll see how that works out. So that's all for this one. I hope that you guys are all staying safe, being healthy, and being kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.